Alright, we're here.
Not very secret, is it?
Yeah. I suppose...
I like how you waited to open the can until we started the recording.
It's necessary. I found that when I don't, and when I just open it beforehand, I get upset with myself. I'm like, oh, I could have waited until the video started.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Right, level's over.
Unless something goes very horribly wrong, this is the final part. I'm okay if it runs a little longer.
So I guess I'll mention that before we started this, I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely a real Jinjo. I was not exactly looking forward to starting this because I feel like the ending of this game is kind of meh. But it's done, gotta get done.
E.
Alright, the pointless walk around the level has been completed.
Not quite. I mean, they can't just put a ring here and expect me not to try to walk around it and look for something to do.
Yeah. Yeah, faith enough. Yeah, yeah.
Rotisserie chicken.
They don't know that I ate an entire rotisserie chicken in my car.
Why is that guy so greasy?
I actually didn't know that that particular get inside your backpack move worked. I thought you had to use the other get inside your backpack move.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I did it.
Wow.
Okay.
Kind of like this music. I wish it was used, like, somewhere that wasn't this.
Timer, I'm guessing?
While you're standing on a switch, you are immune to minge, apparently.
It's time for the minge harvest.
Always. But no, that was not on a timer.
You only served to waste my time, then. Oh,
Yep.
there's my alarm. Except I anticipated it, and already took my medicine before the segment. I misread that as every time that happened.
Good.
So I know that this is going to be the third potion he hasn't used, and by process of elimination I should know which one that is. I think he's already used the splitting one. I think he's used the invisibility one, so I think this is the grow big one. I'm going to make that my guess. I might be remembering wrong, though. Those are the three, right?
Yep.
Okay, I guess he hasn't used the invisibility one. Let me just bust out the lens of truth here.
Is it as useless as all the others? Yes. Plungo means no. And then right there he calls it useless anyway. Yeah, good fight. Yeah, good fight.
Oh, I took too long.
Might as well be fighting Ganon in the original Zelda.
Yeah.
Who may or may not use a figure 8 pattern depending on whether you're playing the original game.
Right. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Oh. I like Klungo. I'm glad he's in nuts and bolts with...
This bit of dialogue here is his best characterization.
Not good with this. Just gonna do. No pay. Yeah, random shot.
Meanwhile,
of, like...
beige.
Okay, I'm gonna guess this is the way I haven't been. I think I started to say this in another video, and I don't know if I ever finished my thought, but I like that in Ocarina of Time, whenever there's a room that you have to, like, do shit in and then leave, they always have some kind of distinction between the entrance and the exit of the room so that you don't get confused. I mean, of course, the minimap also helps, but...
Yeah, there's a couple places in this game where I think that's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
The Klungo battles are the main ones I can think of. So, I assume I should not give help unless you want it.
Yeah, I would prefer to try to remember myself. Though I've heard this one's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And also,
The issue with this
questions.
one is, to me, it just feels... Yeah, it feels kind of soulless. Like, I liked the board game aspect of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mind that it's in here. I guess I would take this over nothing.
Yeah.
What spell does mum...
What's the buzz in?
To beat a... Yeah, beat a buzz in. Hot to trot.
Is there any reason I don't want to answer the question straight away?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Like, if you get an answer wrong, then you lose 2 points. So, if you don't know, I guess it's good to not buzz in.
Okay,
Take a look at my...
That's Hellfire Peaks in one of the rooms. I don't know what she's gonna ask me.
It was a switch in one of the rooms.
Could have guessed that even if I hadn't seen it. You get a beating. That one was answered fucking instantly. Okay.
On Hellfire Peaks.
Oh, come on. I pressed it early as well, but not quite as early as her. Take a look at my shit.
I'm surprised that Blabelda is actually buzzing in here. In my experience, she usually just kind of doesn't at all and then loses in the first turn.
Oh god, it's gonna ask me for the password, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
Don't remember, actually. Damn it.
Congratulations.
See, I thought it was gonna... I didn't think it was gonna ask me about something that was in the picture. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, remember this place? Alright, what's a different thing about it? Like... Jesus Christ, I might actually lose this.
I think you just have to not be last place. But yeah, I've not had that issue. Behold, books.
I assume this is Bottle's house?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay, well, she got it wrong at least.
Excellent.
I may as well buzz in and try.
I've never seen that one before. That's good.
I hate how they're buzzing in before the question's even done. Like, doing that sometimes. Yeah. But... Man, I don't fucking know. Okay.
Except he actually did. Sea-based creature.
Okay, that's the fan. Weldar turns it off.
I'm guessing the answer will be 7.
Oh, I know this one.
It was not. Was that last one green Alfredo?
I don't know. I didn't see. So, did the points reset, or...?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Aurora side.
Oh, there was double bottles.
Oh. Oh god. Yes. Which game poster? Like, what? Which... identifying the...
Which game does not have a refrigerator magnet?
What? But she said in... Hang on. How many what did he
Yeah,
have?
Renty Industries. My daughters.
I don't fucking know. Okay, hang on. What? Okay, I need to like pause it. Hang on. There you go. What was the magnet question? I thought it was
That's a
asking
good
about Grunty
question.
Industries.
Yeah, in Grunty Industries workers' quarters, there's a fridge with a bunch of magnets on it, and it's logos
Oh.
for rare games. It was
Okay,
asking
for some
which
reason I
one
thought it was
not
I thought it was
represented.
saying in the workers' quarters, each of the rooms has a poster of a different game in it. Which room didn't have a giant magnet that stopped the washing machine in it? Like, I got refrigerator and washing machine confused, and I'm like, I only remember one magnet, and it was like completely a different place in the workers' quarters. What the fuck? Okay, good shit.
Shit. Cardboard box.
I buzzed in like a
cardboard
millisecond
box
after
is,
she did.
Hobo Native American Snape.
It was not a lucky guess. I knew it.
Here's a pancake from the world. I don't know what that meant.
I figured that might be the question, so I counted them.
Yeah, I actually counted that also, but I wasn't sure if those counted as dials. Are there...
Well, I had to make sure that fucking Blood Elder didn't get it.
Yeah. It said 69, that's funny.
Oop. Okay. There was no question!
Yeah, it doesn't show the question if you buzz in early. You can still guess. Like,
That's fucking stupid. She got it right, too. 11? No, probably 9.
oh god.
Oh, fuck.
I have no idea.
I should have actually gone with 11 for the
Blank.
stupid reference.
It's probably gonna actually be 11.
She just didn't answer. Okay. The big fish. How do you do the big spray?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, you should be good now.
Yep.
Mine-related feature.
Okay.
Disappointed we didn't get the line, Bloodbelda is as thick as her waist, and her score of 1 is as low as her IQ.
Good. Oh, I still have to do another one? Okay.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's just if you don't have any idea, you press Z to skip, otherwise it's the same thing.
Okay.
I guess save state at the start of this round just in case.
I did. I'll do it again.
Okay.
Because it's Cockney rhyming slang for
Never
cricket.
squash.
I thought it was gonna be the shoes.
Yeah, Diplodocus.
Isn't it Diplodocus?
Yes, but I like Diplodocus better.
I don't know this one, but I will. It was never mentioned.
I like when the relevant
Yes.
characters show up as the heads, because I think it's just complete chance. Sack.
Many things.
The skeleton has a problem.
Yes. Can I just skip the rest of the questions
Milky.
now?
I mean, you could, but that's no fun.
Okay, what did the pool not have? It was filthy. No, it was too... Well, hang on, it was... I thought there were multiple problems with it.
It was which one was not a problem that they had?
Okay. The kitchen sink. Alright.
That was my favorite answer.
What? Oh, right. I know it connected to all three of them, and I was like trying to remember what she was even saying. What can be raced around Cloud Cuckoo Land? Oh, I thought the answer was gonna be... I'm like, what do you mean what? Don't you mean who? But, yeah, okay. A boulder with a jiggy in it. Okay. Isn't found in an ice cube.
Okay. I actually wasn't sure about that one.
Honeybee.
Gee, I wonder. And can we hit 30?
Yeah.
Alright.
I doubled the score.
I wish Grunty still rhymed.
Yeah.
It was charming, damn it.
Mandel hand her cog gun chamber. Oh. I mean, we had the
All
credits
the
before
credits
the final
from
boss
now
in the
on.
first game too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it is doing fake credits. Okay.
Tahir and Shot presents. Shall we take this opportunity to discuss things?
I mean, I've said before, next is Metroid Prime. There will probably be a
Well, I
break.
meant more just like whether or not you still think that this one is better than the first game, or
Oh.
how that's all changed.
Honestly, I actually don't know. I did like this one. The thing about the first one is that sucks. Get up on his back. No, the thing about the first the thing about the first one is I have really fond memories of the first time I played through it for the LP, because it was like one of the first games we went through together, hanging out in general.
Right.
And you know, that's kind of affecting that judgment. This one was a little bit more fiddly. Like, everything in the first game, I'm like... I don't know. I like the idea of the backtracking in this one, but... I don't know. I feel like I'd have to play both games again.
Yeah, it's...
to, like...
honestly, I think it's a hard call. And of course, you know, nostalgia, or, like... in this case, that's not really the right word, but just... the circumstances behind playing it is going to influence it. So
yeah, like I said, I'd have to play both. But
yeah, it's like I've said before. For a long time, I did prefer this game. In some ways, I still do, but I've replayed the first one so many times at this point, and I've just kind of come to appreciate its simplicity. But in terms of humor, I think both of them are really solid. Like, they both have good characters and just funny dialogue and stuff, and that's kind of what sets it apart from a lot of other platformers, in my opinion. But
especially for the time,
yeah,
having like a wisecracking game is kind of old hat now. But it seems like it was pretty unique for the time.
Yeah. I would still say the first game is harder.
Yeah.
At least in the sense that, like, it has more tight, like, platforming sections in a few places, and it's more unforgiving.
I did kind of miss some of the more raw platforming challenges. This one is a little bit more like doing a task and, oh, do you know that you can use this move here? Okay, well, there you go, use the move.
Yeah, this one's more of an adventure.
And the first one's more tightly designed.
Also kind of like about it.
Yeah, it's almost apples to oranges, if not for being... Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing I've noticed about this one is there's almost no levels in this game that I look forward to doing. Like... And I could say the same thing about the dungeons in Ocarina of Time, where, like, there's some that I like more than others, but there's never a part where it's like, oh man, I'm looking forward to doing this part. Like, there's levels of this game that I like, but most of them are just kind of like, eh.
And it's weird because I feel the same way about Oot, and I still like it a lot. There's no dungeon where I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to do this one, and I do
too. So
yeah.
It's like...
We still
like,
keep
in
doing
the first
randos.
game, it's like, you know, I see Click Clock Wood as like a really good climax of the game because I love that level. And in this one, I liked Cloud Cuckoo Land and I like Grunty Industries, but neither of them are quite the same, like, looking forward to getting to that part type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Since we're at the thanks, I assume we probably know the end here.
Yeah. I guess the thing to take away from this is just, you know, it's fine if you like one or the other. They're both good games.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would be happy to replay either of these.
Yeah. I feel like in the last 10 years or so, people have been shitting on Banjo-Tooie a lot for being too complicated, and it's undeserved.
No, I definitely do like this one. The only real point of contention is whether or not it's better than the first one. I think it's just two different types of experience. It is weird that the Isle of Hags is shaped like the Banjo and Kazooie icon when you get health.
I never noticed that.
Oh, I thought that was like the point of it.
I don't think it's exact, but yeah, I see what you meant when you
Silhouette.
said that. I'd have to look at it again though and like really compare.
Yeah.
Brother. I don't know why I said that.
Where is Jam Jaws anyway?
Oh, he's just omnipresent.
Oh, I thought this was like a thing where you had a choice between the buttons. And it was like a non-standard game over if you picked blow. Or if you picked... Wait, no, if you picked suck, I guess. Anything might happen... It's kind of lame that this is like...
Luck saves the day.
Yes. It's kind of lame that there's like a tower lair here and it's just not a level. It's just like 3 floors.
Yeah.
Or 4 if you count this cutscene room.
Yeah, like the beginning where you have to like open the gate and stuff seems like it's leading into a section of like puzzle solving to get through.
Yeah, it seems like they can make this like the climax of every challenge in the game, mixing platforming, splitting up to do different things, using all your moves if they don't want to. I know they didn't want to assume that you had every move necessarily, but they could use a lot of the early ones perhaps. Or maybe have multiple ways to get up. I know I'm asking a lot here, but I don't know. I feel like this is a little lame. Whereas in the first game, the whole time you're traversing through the lair, so it doesn't really need like a big final thing because you're constantly making that progress. Whereas here, it's kind of like you're running around all over the place, basically just collecting enough tokens to come here and be like, alright, I can finally get into this level. Oh well.
Must point out, as always, that this machine did sap the life from King Jingaling, but not from bottles, so I don't know where this other life energy is coming from.
Yeah. And then Bottles comes back to life, but he now suffers from foreign accent syndrome, so he's just like, oh no, look at the time, I'm really late for dinner, Mrs. B will kill me. Do you know about foreign accent syndrome? Yeah. People have been known, like, the case that I first heard about was there was a British woman who had, like, a really bad migraine and passed out, and then woke up and she just had a French accent. She'd never been to France.
Well then. So is that just proof that all French people are, like, suffering from brain damage? Or...
God.
I mean, it was an easy joke to make. I'm sure everyone else has made it when they find this information.
We didn't do shit.
Meanwhile,
we just beat you up 3 times. And then you left. You could have left on your own. Do they even know Bottles?
Probably not.
I like the
scones.
I like the completely like the cuboid hair colors. I mean, I know why they're not like cylinders, but it's funny. Good. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. my god, the text is slow here. I can't speed it up either.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the normal speed when you're not holding A.
But I mean, even if I was holding A, it wasn't doing anything. Already
Right, yeah, some cutscenes you can't do it.
Oh, hi Dingpot. How you doing?
He has a role in this game. That
No,
is a
not
lie.
really. A nice dingy bonus.
Will it do anything?
I assumed it was going to be like the double health from the first game. Oh no, it's just a refill. Okay.
It's just a refill, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm kind of expecting some garbage here, because you never seem too fond of the first-person controls, and you're going to have to do that with precision.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like how this is the door. Imagine if you did all that shit, but you only had like 80-something, and you're like, wait, I need more?
Well, 70, but...
I didn't contradict that, did I?
Yeah.
80-something is more than
You
70,
said
but less...
80-something.
80-something is more than 70, but less than 90. I was just giving an example.
But if you had 80-something, you'd be able to open the level, though.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if you would come all the way here, you would open the beginning, but then you hadn't opened this one, because you had less than 90.
But you don't need 90 to open it, you need 70. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. Okay, imagine that you had... Sorry. In that case, imagine you had 60-something.
So, yeah. Right. I mean, I get what you meant anyway. I was just... Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, black.
Monstrous Mechanical Mud Muncher. I can't remember what it was I mentioned this in. I want to say DK maybe. But I had heard many years ago someone describe this as like one of the hardest bosses of all time. It was in like a top 10 hardest bosses list. But then you're like, no, not really. Like, it's not as hard as the grunty battle in the first
I
game.
have seen people struggle with it a lot, though.
Okay.
It really just comes down to whether you are okay with the first-person aiming.
Mhm.
You're gonna need to use the, like, C left and right strafing a lot.
Okay.
It's pretty much the key to not dying here. So when you do have an opportunity to hit Grunty, oh good. Yeah, when you do have an opportunity to hit her, it's always in like phases of dealing 10 damage at a time.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of like the type of eggs that you use is just kind of up to like it's a trade-off, you know, like grenades do the most, but they're the slowest to fire. So I'd probably recommend just using the basic ones, but you can play around with it. Alright,
Okay.
save here.
That's not what I was trying to do. Couldn't remember the fire button. Okay, let me try this again. I really need to.
Yeah,
It's awkward to strafe and aim at the same time. I guess you can't do that because they used to be buttons, but I'm on a stick.
Yeah, like, yeah, what I always do is I line up vertically with her, and then I just use the C left and right to move back and forth.
But then
and
I thought when
never actually use the, like...
I thought when you move... Like, I thought you have to stand still to aim vertically, and if you then move at all, then it will reset your vertical aim.
It'll only reset if you move with the control stick.
I see. Oh god.
Okay. That was a good round. I'm amazed that you got that many hits in as quickly as you did.
Here I go again. I'm
lasers. Yeah, White Snake. Look at me identifying bands. The only reason I know that is because
you did the song and people are like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
Banjo-Tooie box. I'm pretty sure you're on it. Oh no, of course it's Mumbo because it's the playable one.
Yeah.
I didn't actually read the third answer, so. Wait. That sucked. I thought I was vertically aligned, but it wasn't aiming high enough. What did you say?
You were not QPU aligned.
No, what did you say? It was like...
I just said it was only one hit. Wasn't
okay.
Okay, just stay constantly moving here. And jump when they explode. Sure love how it always starts you facing away.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh, fuck.
I think it's because you're in Talon Trot, and like the cutscene is having Banjo face
I
the
moved.
Question, and then like I don't know.
Other Daija robot. Or no, bigger. No, it's bigger Daija robot and. Oh, fuck.
Something about Daija robots.
Well, it was bigger Daija robot and shit. And Sonic goes, "Cool, other robot, let's dance."
Good.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. She's gonna stop dropping health soon, I'm pretty sure. Oh.
Gonna stop dropping health?
Yeah.
I thought it was every 10 hits, but maybe not. Save state, probably.
Oh! That's not fair. I thought she was gonna rotate again. Oh,
no, you don't need to do that now.
What? But she just opened the thing!
Yeah, you can't... You can't while it's moving.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I knew what to do when I was punished for it. I mean, I didn't know exactly what to... Fuck off! God, it's because... I think there's like a bit of lag when she turns. I don't know what the problem was.
Yeah, just try to follow the backside as best you can, and it'll open in a minute here. Or it's already open, but it'll stop in a minute here. Yeah, bullshit.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that this was even possible. I thought that I was just gonna be outpaced. Wait, so did I fuck up?
No, you're good.
I took too long?
No. You did nothing wrong.
But I didn't get a chance to throw the thing in while it was stopped.
You don't do that yet.
But
you get an attack phase first, and then it stops.
I fucking hate... I don't know why it's so hard. Like... I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I do it as soon as I see her start to turn the other way, and it just... I'm too late. I guess I just have a really, really bad reaction time. Like, I know that, but... Why? Okay, why does following its back matter if I have to do an attack phase first anyway?
Because it keeps you away from the lasers. It's an easier way to dodge stuff.
I always misinterpret your, like, advice.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, you want to be back here when you want to shoot the thing anyway, but yeah, I'm sorry.
What?
Oh my god. I mean, a lot of these are meant to be kind of bullshit. There's one of them that's, what number card am I holding? No, you don't do this yet. Like, the game will make it clear when you're supposed to.
It stopped. I can't jump while I'm doing this.
Well,
fuck this!
what?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, she'll make a comment about, like, the thing not starting up, and then that's when you shoot the again. Like, there will be no spells being fired, no danger. Like, you'll have a few seconds to do it. And you don't need to go to the front of the drill or anything during first person, so you don't need to worry about jumping over the laser.
Yeah, post-commentary. So, as we've seen, this fight is kind of a pain in the ass. Everything up to this point was no editing done, because I felt it was good to kind of at least show the frustrations that can occur in the fight. But I have done editing to cut out pretty much everything else, other than the successful runs here, because this went on for about an hour, and it was very, very bad.
Hard to watch, yeah.
Yes.
Like, I requested that this happen. I was, or rather I should say, I was planning on doing it, and then I'm like, but I also really don't want to do it myself. So you offered to do it, and I was glad for that.
I left in this thing here because this was the first attempt at getting the clockwork into the back, and yeah.
It's a very small window.
It's a very small window, so taking the time to get that honeycomb meant it wasn't going to happen.
I don't remember exactly what I said in the video that was left in versus what was cut out, but so there might be a little bit of repeat complaints here, but basically I didn't want people to have to put up with the failures for as long as I did. I know in other parts I'd kind of stubbornly allowed people to well, not allowed, stubbornly, you know, made people sit through it. This was too much, so we had to do something. And also I was being really whiny, just raging a lot at the fight, and that didn't put me in a good light either. Like, I was kind of dreading getting a lot of comments of people basically shitting on me for doing badly at the fight and for complaining about it.
I gotta point out, like, this section here, when you're basically dodging the lasers while the drill is moving, like, here it looks really clean, because this was probably attempt number 50. Like,
yeah.
there's so many times where, like, you know, it abruptly changes direction, and you don't have the time to react to jump over it, or it moves the wrong way. And, like, and you were also...
It's not like there were a lot of ones where I was getting hit, like, super quickly sometimes, but mostly the problem was, like, you know, I would go for, like, 10, 20 seconds and then get hit after that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
or, like,
I would prefer to just not get hit at all. Because
or you would get to this phase, and then, like, you would not be lined up with Grunty, you'd be off by, like, a fucking millimeter, and you'd get hit a bunch of times, and then you would reload from the old state, and so...
Yeah. It just... This is gonna be the one where... Okay, I thought you were gonna show the one where the thing blew up to the laser.
I don't remember that happening, actually. Oh, there's a good jump scare here, though. I like this. Yeah, that we did not expect that enemy to be there. It was very close to the clockwork.
I kind of made it worse for myself because, like, I had access to save states and I was obviously using them, but I was also not using them as often as I could have. I could have cut this fight in half by just using them extremely liberally, but then I figured that that would be really lame and, like, people would be like, I don't know, people would get on my ass for basically just making the entire fight extremely cheap for me. But it's extremely cheap for Grunty, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you were trying to basically do it once per phase, like whenever she would take damage.
Exactly.
He would do it, but after a point it was just, yeah, this is awful. And the other thing you were stubborn about in a few cases was like, I want to get this health here. I don't want to wait until later. And doing that requires me to, like, manipulate the RNG of the thing spinning.
Yeah,
and
that was...
and like you were also waiting on like certain egg types to show up and stuff, and it was just
On
like...
a better day, I might not have cared as much, but I was so pissed at the fight that I'm like, no, I started just getting unreasonable with it and being like, if I want to do this now, then I'm going to fucking do it, and, you know, like, get the eggs now, or get the health now, and it made it kind of miserable to watch.
But, all in all, now that you've gotten through the boss fight, I mean, you still fucking hate it, right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
yeah. If I play this game again, I'm seriously considering just, like, stopping before the final boss like Joel does.
It might be better on a... Well, never mind. For some reason, I was thinking you were playing on keyboard. I was gonna say it might be better on a controller, but it might be better with, like, not a stick for the C buttons. I don't know.
Right, maybe. I assume this made it into the video, but I mentioned that like many years ago I saw this on a list of like top 10 hardest bosses, and I mentioned this to you, and like, no, the first one is like way harder.
Yeah,
like,
to me it always was. I always thought this one was relatively easy, but I don't know. This section sucked ass because
you have so much shit that you have to.
Yeah, it's.
The dodging on its own is not hard, but
I had recommended trying to like do the melee attack on the enemies, but it didn't work because it kept like...
It was too slow.
Yeah, and having the timer of the toxic gas was concerning. Like, getting the lineup here, I remember there was a part where you had to like really kind of dance around in a particular way and just hope to land on the perfect spot to hit her, and if you don't, then it's like, well, gotta scrap this one.
Yeah, that was the thing, is I would do some dodging, I would line up, and then I'd be like, alright, I gotta get this like within about a second. And if I happened to be off and I fired and I missed, I was just like, well, yeah, I'm screwed, because the enemy's gonna come over here, I'm gonna have to realign. It's gonna take too long, so I would just reload at that point. I don't know how you're expected to do this on console. I know people have, obviously, but...
I think
I've mentioned this before, I'm the type of person that just, I don't do well with difficulty. Oh, okay.
It's fine, we can edit around it, but yeah. I wanted to keep in the original relief of getting this.
Yeah.
Alright. Good fucking God. So how do we feel about that top 10 worst boss fight now?
Probably, yeah.
God, I'm so sorry.
And, yeah, that's it. I don't remember if we even really had anything to say about that. I think it was just kind of seething. But,
pretty much, yeah. I was very mad. And, like, it's weird,
weird quality on this. I had to get it off a different video.
Yeah, I don't know if people really would have, like, I mean, aside from it taking way too long, if I had, like, I don't know if just the rage alone would have caused people to make fun of me. People are usually pretty nice to me in the comments. There was a part of my brain that's just like, you cannot upload this, people are gonna shit on you so much, and I don't know.
I don't know if they would have, but I think it was better to do it this way. It was a lot of stuff that was cut, and most of it was just kind of like silence or getting like really upset.
Yeah, I don't know how long the final video cut ends up being, but the original raw footage was 1 hour and 20 minutes, including all the stuff before the fight, obviously. So
yeah, I think I cut out like at least half an hour. It was probably more like 40 minutes.
Right. So it'll end up as a normal length episode, probably. Other than that, I think all that's really left to say is just next LP is Metroid Prime. We've already recorded a few of those. I was kind of waiting until we had a bit of a backlog. I don't have a set like threshold for that, just when I feel like, you know, I'm not gonna end up with a big hiatus, because it's, you know, it's not Joel's fault, and for the record, Joel's in it, that's why. But you know, 3 people, like, the more people you add, it makes it more difficult to schedule. Each people has their own available times, so yeah. There's And actually,
I
very
feel
soon...
like this cutscene, more than anything else in the game, emphasizes how fucking, like, comedically large Wumba's boobs are.
I wouldn't have noticed.
But anyway.
But yeah, just like once I get a job, it's basically gonna perfectly line up such that I'm gonna have almost no like time when both me and Joel are available. So good time to start that LP, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. That's why I'm having the backlog.
So has the final boss sullied the game for you, or?
It's hard to say. If you ask me on the day, I would kind of feel like it, but I would
I remember you
brain,
specifically saying, like, you disagree when people say that, like, a movie was great until the ending ruined it. And
yeah.
I kind of agree with that, but it can also be like a sour spot.
I agree in principle and in theory, but I definitely understood the emotions of people like that, where I'm just like, man, this fight made me so angry that it's kind of tainted my feelings towards the game. But I really genuinely did have a great time throughout almost all of it until the very end. So, I don't know. I think you asked me in the video if I like the game better than the original. I still don't know. I think I said I would need to play both of them again.
Yeah.
Probably minus the final boss of this one.
Yeah, we kind of went into that, I think, in the part before the boss fight. It was just
okay.
They're different games despite being similar in a lot of ways. They've got a lot of differences, and
yeah,
one is not necessarily better than the other. But my opinion is, like I've been saying, the first game is definitely more replayable.
Right, I would agree with that.
I would say the second one is maybe it was definitely more ambitious, and I would say that it I would almost say that it was planned better, in the sense that they laid out a bunch of stuff and kind of made it all come together with the interconnectivity and stuff, but
right.
It didn't necessarily come out to be more fun, is the issue.
Yeah, not necessarily. Like I said, I have really fond memories of the original just from going through it with you, but I think I've repeated myself a lot already.
Yeah, we probably have.
We can probably finish. Look forward to Metroid Prime. I've been enjoying it a lot so far. Hopefully the LP is fun for you guys. I think we have good banter and
yep,
all that. So see you soon for that. Bye.
Dag.